People enjoy mirroring who you are, and some people will do it just to make themselves feel better about who they are. A lot of people learn a lot of things from you, and they absorb your energy, the words you say, the phrases you use. That's why sometimes you'll catch people saying the same thing back to you, or something that you told them, maybe advice, they'll repeat it back to you. You know what I mean? While there is people that do it because they admire you, they feel a deep connection with you, there's another layer to it of wanting to manipulate you, wanting to get you to believe that they understand you, that they fully know you. This is a mask that some people put on for others or just for you personally because of who you are. Mind you, when you are around healthy people, of course they're going to reflect who you are back to you. They're going to have the same energy as you. You're going to vibe very well. Y'all are on the same type of frequency. So, of course, sometimes y'all catch each other repeating what y'all have said, jokes, whatever. But when it's somebody who is not for you, y'all, these people will blatantly mirror you, monitor you, and act like they are you subconsciously. And you have to ignore people like that. This is why you have to surround yourself with people who are likewise. Because the same person that may be mirroring you, and say for instance, they're not for you. They don't have the best intentions for themselves, so they can't have the best intentions for you, you know? So say for instance, it's that whatever they have inside that they are, decompressing down and trying to get rid of instead of letting it out in a healthy way, they're going to put that all onto you. The more you're around them, the more you see them. This is why when God removes people out of your life, they have to be gone, especially if they're toxic, narcissistic, manipulative. You're going to meet those type of people when you have a great heart. When you'll give the shirt off your back to somebody. Another thing, you could be so empathetic that you feel bad that a person's life is the way it is. But you have to understand, mistakes become a choice after a while. And I know y'all have heard that before. It becomes a choice. Some people's life is a choice. Their situation, the season that they're in, it's a choice. And this is why people cling on to you so much. You bring a beam of light into people's lives. And this could make people very toxic and overprotective and in your business, like very clingy over you because of your light. Because of what you bring to their life, to the table. And it could just be peace. You bring peace. Oh my gosh. You bring clarity. You're a genuine person. Who wouldn't want that in their life? And I do want to go back to the admiration part of it, because some people could admire the thing about you that they lost a long time ago, or that they still are trying to figure out, learn, express. This is where admiration can take place with another person and how they feel towards you. Because of the very calling that has been placed on your life, people will shape themselves to fit whatever description that you express to them, or that they think that is right for you. People will pretend to be your friend, pretend to be a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on. This is all applied just to get you to be attached to them, or to draw you in and get you very vulnerable with them, to the point where you don't want to cut them off. You feel like maybe they need you in their life. This is very toxic, and God will remove and reveal effortlessly for you, endlessly. That's why you cannot continue dancing with I literally had an epiphany, like, oh my gosh. God will warn you time and time again, and you keep playing. You keep playing. You keep letting this person come into your life. You keep letting this person betray you, hurt you, turn their back on you. Leave. They want what you have. They want to experience the life that you're going to experience, what you're already experiencing. They want that abundance that comes with it, that happiness. Instead of creating their own, they want what's yours. They want to share it with you. This is why you catch people, when you tell some people your business, you'll catch them like, oh, maybe we can just do this together and instead of just, hey, instead of offering help like, oh, I know this person. Yeah, I can't even explain it, like, because a real negotiator, a real friend is going to offer you something instead of taking from you. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to take from you instead of offering you something. Your time is valuable. Who you are is valuable. And they know that. Like, honestly, y'all have to understand, if y'all haven't already, it does not matter how a person is treating you or acting with you for the moment. What matters is how they act outside of you, on the inside. This is why, even when it's calm, when everything is calm for you, there's no storms, it feels like something is just uneasy. Like you really got to get away from this person, or you really can't be friends with this person. Something is off about them. It's their spirit. It's their energy field. On the inside, something is not right. And that is something for them to deal with personally. Not for you to show them, oh, do this. No. People have to meet God on their own terms. Change who they are as a person, their belief system, their perspective on life, on their story, what happened to them, whatever. That's for them to do. That's why you have to be distant with certain people. Or cut them off completely. Wish them the best. No disrespect. Because you want all of yours. I want all of my blessings. There is so much happiness and mental stability, clarity, after you leave somebody alone who is not for you. When you give them that space, God wants to show you how happy it is without this person or these people, this group, whatever. God wants to show you how much you can grow, how greater your life gets after the fact, how more abundant you get. How things start flowing for you so easily. Things start coming to you quicker than ever. This is the moment that God has been waiting for you to gain the strength to not feel bad for certain people. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. Because people are creating their own life and their own reality, and they want you to be stuck with them. They want to come along your journey without doing the work, without healing themselves first. And some people will feel upset because you don't want anything to do with them. Respectfully, I'm going to keep saying respectfully because it's no disrespect. You just understand now. You have knowledge to understand why a person is the way they are. It's another thing when it's family, but again, when you have an understanding, when you know why a person is the way they are, their roots, their upbringing, when you know a person from head to tail, nothing will bother you. You can love a person from a distance because you know. And I just want to talk about the family aspect of things. When you have a family member that's mirroring you, mimicking you, whatever the case may be, monitoring you a lot, but don't support you or don't really come off as genuine, but they've been like this for years, understand them right now. Oh, I understand you. I know why. You're still figuring yourself out, your identity. It's okay. I wish you the best, but you cannot be around me because you're not ready for my energy. You're not ready for how blessed I am. You're going to take that as being boastful. You're going to have a jealous spirit. You're going to try to bring my spirit down. We can't have that. Unless you can appreciate your own gifts and talents, you'll never be able to appreciate mine, because you'll always think that I'm doing better than you. People will always think that you are either doing better than them, you think you're better than them, or you don't like them. Some people think that you don't like them when that's not the case. This is why you can't be around certain people, because they have not done the work. Of course, you can go around them and, be respectful in certain things, but there are boundaries. You know who you are, you know your place. There are boundaries when you know a person, still has to work on themselves. It's all love. And the moment that you step into your confidence, your calling, your purpose, the moment you start to have belief and you build that up and you have this sort of wall around your belief that you know everything is working out for you. You know where you're going. You have clear direction. You know who's leading you. You know who has their hand over your life. When you have that, it is intimidating, especially for people who have not worked on themselves. This is why you have to be around people who share the same values as you, who wants the same thing out of life. Because they will never feel like, it's competition right there. They'll support you right then and there. They'll be happy for you right then and there. The changes that you are making will make people who have not changed on the inside or physical uncomfortable, uneasy. They don't know how to take how much you have changed as a person. This is why God will protect you from people like that. When you ask God to remove and reveal for you, He will give you those signs instantly. It's up to you to read them and to know what it is. Discern that. Because hanging around the wrong people can dictate the progress of your life. Maybe you want to start a business. You're applying for better jobs. Whatever the case may be. When you are hanging around the wrong people, or you're constantly talking to a person that's really not for you and you know that, or you invite somebody into your life who's not for you, blessings may be flowing in, but it won't flow as fast as it would without them in your life. Oh my gosh. This is why I said in my last video, if you haven't already, go watch it. You will start to become even more pickier about who is in your life. Maybe if you are in a season where you don't have that much friends, you really don't party, or whatever the case may be, God is preparing you to have the most strongest, durable, everlasting, genuine, loving, fruit of the Spirit type of people in your life. These people are on a different level and they're building themselves up exactly how you are. And there will be a time where you meet your people and they embrace you. They uplift your spirit. They don't bring it down. They congratulate you, not dismiss you or minimize the things that you are so proud about. This is what people will do who are not for you. Even if they're on the outside of your life, you'll have a lot of monitoring spirits as you grow, as you step into your confidence. You'll give off this main character energy, which is yours. This is not a facade. No, God made me like this. This is who I am. I am the main character of my life because I built myself. I've healed myself. I've done the work to be this person. That's who you are. That is exactly who you are. People are either going to love you, take notes from you, or they are going to feel a certain way about you. And that is not a you problem. Because some people may be jealous of your light, but they don't know how much darkness that you went through just to reach it. Just to experience the light. They don't know. Keep them in the unknown. Too bad. You would know if you went through it too. Right? They would know if they went through it too. If they done the work too. If they healed themselves. They went through spiritual warfare. Or if they took the time to call out to God to change them, fix them. Heal them in parts that they don't know that they're not healed at. You are very blessed to want to change your life and be so dedicated to changing it, especially for the Most High, because, hold on, nobody knows what you've been through. Nobody knows, you know, how much it takes a person to want to change and want to be better than the person that they are. Hold on. The person that they are trying to let go of or completely have let go of, you know? Some people just don't know the things that you've experienced. It just takes, hold on. It just takes a strong person to want to change and be a better person. Because I know you've been through some things that, you know, I said in my other video, you've been through things that could have really changed who you are. You know? This is why people that are not for you, they may be older than you. I don't know. This is why people who are not for you tend to cling on to you, especially if they have not done the work, because they realize that you've been through pain too. You've been through hurt too. How did you have the courage and strength to change yourself? How are you this type of person? They are amazed by you. You are very strong and you are very blessed. You are meant for a great life. Very abundant life. God has his hand over your life, and do not let go of his robe. If you're touching his robe right now, if you feel like, you know, you've been touching his garment, don't let go of it. Cast these people out. Dismiss these people. Ignore people who monitor you and mirror you, but never support you, never clap for you. You are too blessed and your intentions are too well and good for you to allow people who cannot even grasp what it's like to actually do the work, to actually go into a season of isolation, even though when you are in a season of isolation, you're really not in isolation. God is there with you. He's waiting for you to figure him out. Get to know him so you know that you're never really alone. He's always there. But thank y'all so much for watching Chats with Carmia, y'all. I love y'all so much, and I honestly felt this message. I had to express myself, you know. I love y'all so much. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you resonate with this video. Another thing to add on, you could also bring stability in a person's life. They know that you have a sense of character. You know the places that you're going, especially when your relationship with God is strong. Maybe some people didn't have that type of relationship with God. They didn't believe that God could change their life. But when you came around, they started to believe without actually doing the work and creating that connection with God. That's why I say some people will really mirror who you are just to fit the description without doing the work.